Jokes about life. A priest offered a nun a lift. She got in and crossed her legs, forcing her gown to reveal a leg. The priest nearly had an accident. After controlling the car, he stealthily slid his hand up her leg. The nun said, "Father, remember Psalm 129. The priest removed his hand. But, changing gears, he let his hand slide up her leg again. The nun once again said, "Father, remember Psalm 129. The priest apologized, "Sorry sister, but the flesh is weak." Arriving at the convent, the nun sighed heavily and went on her way. On his arrival at the church, the priest rushed to look up Psalm 129. It said, "Go forth and seek, further up, you will find glory." Moral of the story: if you are not well informed in your job, you might miss a great opportunity. Black humor jokes. What do Princess Diana and Pink Floyd have in common? Their last big hit was The Wall. Animal jokes. A parrot swallows a Viagra tablet. His owner, disgusted, puts him in the freezer to cool off. Later, when he opens the freezer, he finds the parrot sweating. "How come you are sweating?" he asks. The parrot replies, "Do you know how hard it is to open the legs of a frozen chicken?" Lawyer jokes. Two women are on a transcontinental balloon voyage. Their craft is engulfed in fog, their compass gone awry. Afraid of landing in the ocean, they drift for days. Suddenly, the clouds part to show a sunlit meadow below. As they descend, they see a man walking his dog. One of the flyers yells to the figure far below, "Where are we?" The man yells back, "About a half-mile from town." Once again, the balloonists are engulfed in the mist. One flyer says to the other, "He must have been a lawyer." The other says, "A lawyer? How do you know that?" The first says, "That a Euro trademark is easy." The information he gave us was accurate, concise, and entirely irrelevant. Marriage jokes. My wife and I have agreed never to go to bed angry with one another. So far, we a Euro trademark ve been up for 3 weeks. Black humor jokes. A man answers the telephone to find a doctor from the hospital's emergency room. On the other end, "Sir," explains the doctor, "your wife was in a serious car accident. I have bad news and good news." The man, taken back, asks hesitantly, "What's the bad news?" "The bad news is your wife has lost all use of both arms and both legs. She will likely be on a respirator for the rest of her life." "Heavens, Doc, what's the good news?" The doctor replies, "I'm kidding. She's dead." Dirty jokes. A man is on a plane. The pilot starts talking on the intercom and then lays it down without knowing it's still on. The pilot says to the co-pilot, "I could use 2 things right now, a cup of coffee and a blowjob." Stewardess runs up the aisle to tell the pilot to turn off the intercom. The man stands up and says, "Hey, hun, don't forget the coffee." Yo mama jokes. Yo mama's breath so nasty that when she burps her teeth have to duck. Cop jokes. An elementary school class goes on a field trip to the police station. The officer points to the 10 most wanted list and tells them that these are the most wanted fugitives in the USA. Little boy says he is the most wanted in the USA. Officer says yes. Little boy asks, "Why didn't you keep him when you took his picture?" Gay jokes. It was 5 o'clock in the morning at the U.S. Marine boot camp, well below freezing. And the soldiers were asleep in their barracks. The drill sergeant walks in and bellows, "This is an inspection. I wanna see yous all formed up outside but naked now." So, the soldiers quickly jumped out of bed, naked and shivering, and ran outside to form up in their 3 ranks. The Sarge walked out and yells, "Close up the ranks, conserve your body heat." So they close in slightly. Captain comes along with his swagger stick. He goes to the first soldier and whacks him right across the chest with it. "Did that hurt?" he yells. "No, sir," came the reply. "Why not?" "Because I'm a U.S. Marine, sir." The captain is impressed, and walks on to the next man. He takes the stick and whacks the soldier right across the rear. "Did that hurt?" "No, sir." "Why not?" "Because I'm a U.S. Marine, sir." Still extremely impressed, the captain walks to the third guy, and sees he has an enormous erection. Naturally, he gave his target a huge whack with the swagger stick. "Did that hurt?" "No, sir." "Why not?" "Because it belongs to the guy behind me, sir."